Hello, thank you for tuning into our YouTube channel, Save Green here. And today we're going to compare the Blendjet 2 with Brand X. These are both wireless blenders that work off of a battery. You take them with you anywhere you go, so they're very portable. But if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel by hitting that red subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate your support to our channel. So we're going to start comparing different aspects of these two blenders. So you have the brand name Blendjet. This is the Blendjet 2, and it is mentioned down there. Okay, you see that? Blendjet 2. And then you have Brand X. First thing we're going to talk about is the supplies. What comes with it? So they both bring their wireless charging cable, so you just need the block that connects to the wall. And in this case, this is a USB-C connector. And with Brand X, it brings the cable as well, but it's using this type of connector there, okay? Now the difference is where they plug into. This one plugs in on the side, which I feel is very convenient. This one plugs in on the bottom. It does have a protector there where you keep the liquids from getting in there, like a rubber gasket. So it is good because you don't get liquid in there. This one, I feel you may have liquid drip down into it and perhaps damage it. This one's on the bottom, and it also has a protector. So I feel this is like a big plus for Brand X. The only inconvenient part about it is to charge it, you can't leave it on your counter or table like this. You either have to lean it somehow or just put it on its side. But either way, I think that was meant to be there. And then the protector, of course, liquid doesn't get into it with that rubber gasket in there. As far as supplies, they both also bring like a small instruction manual. Brand X actually brings a little sponge type cleaner, so you can use this to clean in there and reach down. It is long enough for you to reach down there and clean around. You could also take both of these apart, but both promote their cleaning as just put regular water in there, 1 drop of liquid soap, and blend it, and that's it. But if you may have certain things that are sticking to the side that won't come out after you blend it, like spinach or lettuce or any of the, the leafy green vegetables, this here will do it. Where you get it on Brand X, you don't get it with Blendjet 2. Let's go ahead and compare the battery. Now, both of them say that they will blend 15 times. So each blend is 20 seconds. So you'll get 15 times of blending power on 1 full charge. We have both of these already charged, so we're going to kind of test it out later on. But as far as battery, you're both going to have, both of these blenders are going to have 15 times to blend. They each run exactly 20 seconds. Okay, the next thing we're going to compare these two is the support, the warranty that they're giving you. So let's start off with Blendjet. Blendjet, according to their website, gives you 60-day warranty. Okay? You do have the option to buy an extended warranty, like you see here, 1 year for $3.99, 2 years for $6.99, or 3-year extended warranty for $10.99. That's on their website, on the frequently asked questions. Brand X, out of the box, and included in their manual, tells you there, 2-year free warranty. So they're covering their product for 2 years. Now, there is an email address on here, so keep this around, because if you do need to have that warranty honored, you want to keep that around, okay? So that's, as far as warranty, Brand X will give you 2 years, Blendjet will give you 60 days. You can have more, but you have to pay more than what you already paid for the product. All right, so the next thing we're going to compare is how much liquid can each of these blend at a time. So Blendjet will blend 15.2 ounces. What I like about both products is that on the back you have measuring capabilities, so you can measure your liquids on there. So you have that on both. Blendjet would take in roughly around 2 ounces more than brand X. Now that can be good for you if you want to take more liquids around, but we're going to do another comparison, something else we're going to compare besides just the volume that has to do with portability. So that's going to be next. Number 5 is going to be the portability. That's the weight and the size. With portability, let's get our tape measure, and brand X from bottom to top, you're roughly around, we're going to go a little bit more because you do have this to account for. So roughly around 8 5/8 of an inch. And the base is roughly around 3 1/4 inch. Okay, give or take. Blendjet, of course, it is a little taller, so roughly about 9 3/8, give or take. The base is right around 3, about 3 1/4 inch, give or take. Yeah, 3 1/4 inch. Okay. So when it comes to portability, you have to account for that. And you also have to consider the strap here. Obviously, you can take it out too, but if you're going to keep it on there, you have to account for that when it comes to portability. But let's also weigh them. Let's see which one weighs more than the other. All right, so let's weigh these guys. Now, before I weigh the Blendjet, on their website, they say it weighs 1 pound, 1.34 pounds. So let's see. So 1 pound and 5.3 ounces on empty. So we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a minute, but 1 pound and 5.3 ounces on empty with no liquids in it. Now brand X is not even a pound, so it's only 15.1 ounces on empty. So the next thing we wanted to talk about, now since we're talking about portability, is once you fill this up with liquid, if you're gonna drink out of it, you're gonna pretty much hold this on your hand, put it down and pick it up. So which one would be better for you once it's filled to the top, considering Blendjet would hold approximately 2 ounces more than brand X. So you got to keep that in mind too. Which one's going to be more convenient for you to use while you're actually drinking off of it. So on the back, you will see here that Blendjet tells you right there 450 milliliters, okay, at the top. And brand X, 400 milliliters, and then some, but you also have a little bit more on the Blendjet. So the way we calculate it is around 2 ounces more liquid as far as how much you can blend with Blendjet compared to brand X. All right, next on our list is safety. I know I should have done this first. You've probably heard it many times, safety first. But you want to see if, with the top off, if that motor will kick in. Because if it does, that's a problem. You don't want your kids messing around with these and thinking it's a toy, and now you got a big accident. So they should have a mechanism that when you try to turn it on without this in it, that it would not come on. So let's try it. It takes 2 seconds to hold it down. So let's see. 1, 2, you see the light flash, and the motor did not kick on. I'm gonna try that again. 1, 2, You saw the light flash? Nothing happened. That's good. That's good. So we're going to keep that off. I'm going to take this top off also. I'm going to try it on Blendjet. 1, 2. Nothing happened. 1, 2. Nothing happened. So both of these guys passed the safety test. Good for you guys. The next thing we're going to test is we are going to see which of the blades are actually strong enough to blend by measuring the size of the blades. So I have a ruler here, and I'm going to just measure from tip to tip of the blade. And on the Blendjet, we are at, it's hard to keep this thing steady here. So I'd say right around 1.5 inches. Okay? That's on the bottom blade. Right at about 1.5 inches from tip to tip. Okay? So that's on the Blendjet. Let's go ahead and test out brand X, the bottom blade. Right there, 1.5 inches. So looks like both of these blades are about the same. Actually, let's put them side by side. And you can see, I mean, seems to me that it might even be the same manufacturer that's making the blades for both of these companies. Anyway, I wonder where the top blades, the ones that have these teeth on them, on brand X, right about 1.5 inches right there. They're about the same. Yeah, they're about the same. So the blades are, to me, they're exactly the same blades. I don't see any difference on the size of the blades. To me, they look exactly identical blades. All right, so the next thing we're going to measure is the sound level on these guys. So Blendjet, for example, will tell you right on their website, right on their printed materials, that you can, this is quiet enough to use in a library. We'll see about that. What is quiet to you as far as decibels? So as you see that I'm talking, the actual needle is moving there. So we're going to test it out. Now both of these blenders, I have put in exactly the same amount of water, 250 milliliters, and you can see there 250 milliliters also as well. So they both have the same amount of water, no ice, no nothing, just so we can do a fair comparison between the two. So first up will be the Blendjet, and we're going to test it. Okay, let's give it a shot. All right, let's go ahead and try this one. I'll tell you what, although this one was a little bit quieter than the Blendjet, if you look at my decibel meter, just a normal conversation by me talking into the microphone, I'm not even getting near the 80s, and that's a normal conversation. Now in the library, you wouldn't have a normal conversation. You'll be whispering. Now this is a whisper. Hey, how you doing? I wanted to ask you, where is the section, the nonfiction section? So that would be a whisper. That's how you would talk in a library. So definitely I would say these are not quiet as they promote for you to turn this on in a library. You have to be crazy to do that and not have someone look at you. Okay, the next test we're going to do is the actual liquefying test And this will be the eyeball test. I got exactly the same amount and same size of strawberries in there. 4 strawberries, different sizes, medium and a medium, a small and a small, and 2 larges in there. So we're gonna blend them and see where we're at. So let's go ahead and turn that down. I guess this one here looks more like the consistency of a frappe. I don't know. Let me open it up. It's a little bit more icy, I guess. Although it does look liquefied in there. It's still bubbling. Let's see Blendjet 2. And these were frozen strawberries. So they're strawberries that came out of the freezer. They're as solid as ice. Now they both seem blended very well. I'm not saying that this one is not blended. It is. You can't even tell there were strawberries in there. It actually looks like watermelon juice. But it just depends on how you prefer your liquids. It could be maybe the thickness of the glass. This one is a little thicker as far as the glass goes. Makes it look different. You know what? Let's get a glass and pour it in. All right, let's pour it in. Oh, you see some chunks leaving there. There's another chunk. There's another. Let's see with the Blendjet 2. Looks like it's more liquefied. There's a chunk. There's another one. There's another. Oh, there's some more chunks. There's another little chunk there. So I would say, just to be fair, both had about the same amount of chunks pouring out of it. On a glass, they both look the same as far as the way they're liquefied. So as far as blending, for about 20 or 21 seconds, whatever you want to call it, they're going to blend about the same. Now, are you going to get chunks in there? Yes. The bigger the fruit and the harder the fruit, the more it's going to take to blend. My advice to you, run it twice or 3 times, especially if you're going to recharge these guys when you get home after going to the gym, going to work, or going camping or hiking or whatever. You're eventually going to get back and you're going to need to charge them anyway. So don't be afraid to run it 2 times or 3 times. Now, in conclusion, the last thing we're going to compare these two to each other is the price. So Blendjet will run you $50. Brand X will run you $25. So for the same price of one Blendjet 2, you can get 2 of these. Do I see any significant reasons why you should buy this one over this one? Being that the price is half for Brand X compared to Blendjet 2? I don't. I couldn't find one. So, for example, warranty. You get 2 years warranty. Here you get 60 days. You want more warranty, you got to pay more. So if you were to have the same warranty as this one, which is 2 years, you'll have to pay an extra $7. That'll run you $57 compared to $25. The sound, this one was actually a little bit quieter on the sound. The battery, they both say they'll blend 15 times. It remains to be seen. I would literally have to turn these guys on 15 times and see if that's true. I'm not going to do that. Supplies, they both bring the charging cable. Brand X actually brings this, so you can wash it yourself later. They both say they're easy to clean. Just pour water in there and a drop of soap, and that'll work. Blade size, as you saw, the blade sizes were exactly the same exact blade size. Portability, this guy's actually a little bit more portable It weighs less. It doesn't even weigh 1 pound, whereas the Blendjet was about 1.3 pounds, about 1 pound and 5 ounces if I remember. I don't remember exactly, but from what I've seen today, the supplies that come with it, the battery, about the same. The warranty, I'll give this guy the thumbs up there. The amount of liquids, you hold a little bit more liquid there, but not by much, maybe around 2 ounces, but it's also going to make it heavier. That will be the number 4, the fourth thing. Number 5, the portability. Like I said, weight and size, you're going to get it on this one. Number 6, safety. They both don't turn on when the plastic is off. Number 7, the sound. This one's quieter. And number 8, the performance. They both blend about the same. Like you saw here, there were chunks coming out of both of these, so you'll need to reblend depending on what you stick in there. So anyway, that's enough for today. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.